Good morning. This is BB. There's like a little crevice right there. I don't know. Is it like a disconnection between the floorboard and the wall? So I put a pair of my pants there to try to patch it up. I guess I need to put it on the other side as well. Um, yeah, it looks like an extra piece of wood there. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I was thinking this morning. I was going through YouTube and I saw that when we're applying for like loans, applying for things online, and we're getting denied because of the hacking, do we know that we're actually getting denied, or is it that the people who are doing the hacking are the ones who are just messing with us on that level? Because I can't seem to get anything. I tried, like I said, even when I try to download some apps to do it that way, it's not happening. There's this system called early bird warning system or something. It's connected to Zelle, I believe, the payment platform Zelle that's implemented in most banking systems now. It's a money transfer that's instant, and you can access the application from your bank's dashboard most of the time. You send to friends and family. Like I said, when I had it on my phone, the first phone that I realized I was getting hacked on, I had it on that phone. And I destroyed the phone. I deleted the app. Now I had zero problems with the app or anything at all to do with the company. Now, every phone I have, I can't even, it's telling me it's not allowing me to create another account. I call them, you can call them, and they say they don't know what it is. They say, is it the phone? It could be different possibility. The phone is not, the number is too new. The number was maybe in use before. Every phone? No. There's something wrong there. There's something wrong there. And every time I try for a loan, I get denied. Now it's not even getting to the point where they can deny me. It's just being stopped halfway. My credit score is on the increase. It's rising. All my bills are paid on time so far, but I still can't seem to get a small loan. How do we know it's us really? It's the system, or it's the people who are manipulating the system? Now, I don't know. This is why I can see people say it's government officials, because they're the ones who have access to all these things. They have access and they can manipulate at will, which gives them a lot of power, but they also have responsibility with their jobs. They also have responsibility with their jobs. And they should not be using their job description and having access to people's accounts and people's information to do this to them. They shouldn't be. I'm not saying that they're saints, but it's not just them, guys. It's not just law officials. It's not just law officials. It's people like you and me who also have access to these systems. There are hackers everywhere, and they feel like God. They hacked your phone. They can listen through your own phone to all your conversations, what you're talking in your house, who you're talking to, day to day. You're walking and talking, even on the street, you have your phone in your pocket. They can hear every word. They can see you through your cameras. I told you, like one night in California, I had two phones. One was my business phone, one was my iPhone personal phone. And I turned off the Android. The Android was a business phone. I turned it off, like powered it off, powered it down completely. And it was laying on the bed, and I was leaning over the bed looking at something on the iPhone. I was just leaning over. I wasn't laying on the bed, I was just leaning over, flicking. I don't know if I was watching a video or playing a game. I don't know what I was doing, but it was nighttime. And suddenly, in the dark, because I was in the dark, the camera on the Android, which was powered off, started glowing red. It just turned. I was like, whoa, what was that? I don't know. And of course, what if I try to record, there's nothing there because it didn't come back on. It just came on just like that. When there was this, where the LTE is, or the internet symbol on the upper right hand of the phones, right? Every night, like around between 10 and 11, the LTE or the internet would go off completely. And just for a brief moment, like about a couple of seconds, you would see a letter. Like a letter used to come up. And for over a month, I tried to catch it because it's so quick, And one night, I did catch it. I catch it several times. I was like, click, click, click. I was taking, quick, quick, quick with my, because I saw the LTE went off, so I started taking pictures, right? Click, and I caught it. I was gonna send it to my friend that night just to have a copy of it. And I should have done that. My first instinct was to send it to my friend, but I said he might be sleeping. And I said, okay, I'll send it the next day. Next day I woke up, guess what? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It was gone. Every trace of it was gone off my phone. As God is my witness, I took several pictures of it as it was fading in, as it came on, and as it faded out. All the pictures were deleted from my phone. I couldn't find it. This is why they're just cowards in the end. They're cowards. They can't stand up to real situations. They're just big, gigantic cowards. They just want to mess with people from the shadows. They mess with people from the shadows and under the floorboards. They can't see the light of day. They live in the shadows. And this is why they're probably trying to kill us too. So they don't have to live in the shadows anymore. It's like this. Imagine us. This one, we're people, right? We're people. And all of this drama from these assholes is happening. All of these drama, this high drama. Yes, I keep the door closed because the vents in there are still open, and I'm trying to get the chlorine smell off. This one vent is covered. I'm trying. Little things I do try to keep myself safe. But imagine all this drama. All this drama is happening around us, and we're like pawns. We're like stupid sitting ducks to these people. Stupid sitting ducks. Where all this drama, they create problems. They mess with us. And eventually they try to kill us to get out of the same problems that they create. And we've done nothing. We're just like sitting here wondering what the fuck what is happening to our lives while all this heavy octane drama going on around us, created by these people. It's like these people act like they completely control us and like they own us. It's like the way how you look at this is like they own us. It's like a child and the parents are making every decision for the child. It's like a child and the parents are making every decision for the child. The child is sitting, imagine if you will, sitting at the breakfast table. Mama and the papa are talking. They're making plans, making decisions, what he eats, what he wears, the equivalent to that is almost like There's a ringing in my left ear. It hurts. The pain just comes here too. But anyway, this is what I'm looking at. They make all the decisions. They're making all. We are grown men and women. We're older than they are in most cases. What are we here? Like we were reared like farm-raised humans for these people. They're like the storks picking the fish out. We're like farm-raised humans for these people. Because I'm looking at this from a more humanity. How I was like, I can't get over the incredulous. Okay, the word, you know the word I mean. It's incredulous. It's incredulous. The whole thing is incredulous. It's amazing. I am still at that stage where I'm just fascinated by it all. Not in a good way, but I'm just fascinated with how much shit can happen around me involving me and I have no idea. That's pertaining to my life, like almost like I'm being bought and sold and I have no control over anything. It's like these people have taken away everything and barricaded us like we're pieces of meat in their property. It's just, I don't understand this. Really and truly, the people who are really being targeted, they're really not free, just like me. They're just being herd. We're just being herded like cattle. And they have these cowpokes. In this case, this electrical cowpokes, and they electrocute us whenever we're getting out of hand, or whenever we're doing something that's not within their paradigm or their permit. And we're playing a game almost. We don't know the rules of the game. We don't even know, first of all, we're playing a game. We have no rule book. There are no guidelines. They just make shit up as they go along anyway. They just make shit up as they go along anyway. Because as we as humans, we're resilient. We have thought processes. As they throw things at us, we evolve because we try to figure out. We're not mutes. We're not mutes. We're not deaf and dumb. And this is the thing. We figure out. It's almost like we're being reared for some purpose, like farm-raised humans to these people. This is how it feels like to me. From my experience and what I'm experiencing right now with this thing, with this woman, and whoever is backing her, we're like farm-raised humans. We were reared basically for one purpose. Like animals. You see those animals on YouTube. You see those animals on YouTube. They're just reared like cockfighting or dog fighting or something. We're just reared for that. Whatever this is, whatever their pleasure is in that moment. I think mostly it's money, or if they're live streaming us. Or both. This is not fair. I mean, you can gather all the information you want. And information gathering is very good. What are we doing, or what are the police going to do, or law enforcement going to do to stop the people who are doing this? Because it's people like me and you. It's not aliens. It's not a species that unknown to us and we don't know how to handle it. They're human beings with evil in them on steroids. They're just evil people like you and me. Different set of priorities, different set of ambitions on steroids. They're not people who they have to figure out how to stop. They can stop them. They're human beings. We're at a stage where we can't even get them to listen to us. They want to lock us up. They want to give us, they want to put us in mental institutions. Granted, not every one of us who's claiming that we're being targeted probably is. There are probably some fakes in there, but there's some people who are being targeted for different reasons. It could be just a narcissist in the family. I mean, there are different degrees to this. And this, because like I said, the umbrella is so wide, the people who are doing this to me can get lost in this shuffle. This is what they're hoping. Because the umbrella is so wide, there's so many degrees of stalking. There's so many different levels of stalking. There's so many different reasons why people would stalk people and harass them. Then they're the kind like me and you. They gas us, they're spraying shit in our homes. When we leave, we're afraid to leave our homes because we come back and there's food, there's stuff in the food. You can taste it, it's different. The amount of things that happened to me in that motel room. And am I going to blame the owner of the motel? No, he didn't do that. His family didn't do that. I know the woman who's behind it. I can't blame him. I was staying at their motel. This is not about money for me. This is about getting this shit to stop. It could have been that owner in the motel. It could have been John Henry. Could have been anybody who owned the motel. I can't blame them. I was staying in his motel, and this shit was happening to me. And I'm telling you, this is where it gets serious. Somebody did touch my body. They had to. Because I woke up and there was that bump, unless it was a spider bite, I don't know, on my left hip. And there was a terrible pain at the back of my neck. There was a terrible pain at the back of my neck. Right here. Now, I had a friend named Donald. He had a big bump, he said, at the back of his neck was like the size of a golf ball. He had to take it. He had to go and get surgery to take it out because he almost passed out. Of course, it was stopping the flow of blood to his brain. And I came here to Oklahoma. My friend was getting a bump at the back of his neck. At the same time, I was getting a little bump at the back of my neck. And there's still a residue. It's tiny now, but it's still there. It's still there. That's something I keep forgetting to show my doctor, but it's still there. Usually, I don't know if you're finding that your neck is usually stiff. It feels stiff. If you go to turn your head from side to side, it feels really stiff, or you may get dizzy if you do that. Again, I'm just looking at this. I find the whole thing amazing. I find the whole thing amazing that people can have all this drama involving me are happening around me, like I'm being bought and sold almost. I'm being people are taking straws whether I should live or die, and I have no fucking clue. I'm just la-di-da, going along my way like a fool, and all of this stuff is happening. I find it incredulous. I'm just like still in shock at how much shit can happen to a person and they have no idea. And aside from that, in my case, there's stuff that's missing. There's things that could potentially be worth millions of dollars that are missing. That's a staple, that's a fact. They are missing. Personal items that was within the same space where those stamps were are also missing. In fact, all of it is missing. It's all missing. The people who can give me answers, I can't get a hold of them. I can't get a phone number. I can't get a hold of them. But, it's just coincidence. I mean, how many fucking coincidences? How many? I feel like everybody around me that could help me is sleepwalking, and I'm the only one who's awake. And I know that that's what a crazy person would sound like. That's what a crazy person would sound like. I worked in a hospital. I know the drill. That's what a crazy person would sound like. You're living, you're just locked into this little world in your head. You're schizophrenic. You're bipolar. You're mental. You're only used to seeing the path clearly here, but it's not the one that they want you on, and it's like you're doing everything wrong. You're being self-destructive. You're being destructive to others. But you have this, you see it clearly in your head. This is not that. There's shit that's actually missing. There's shit that's actually missing. And nobody can give account for it. And it could be worth millions of dollars. Who the hell would steal? My grandma kept my umbilical cord, my first haircut, my baby shoes, and she had all bags. The woman kept everything. And those stamps I know are very valuable, but I'm pretty sure. I didn't know it then. She didn't know it either. I'm going to tell you something. We didn't know. My grandma, after a while, we grew up in a poor country. They used to beg. She used to beg. They grew up poor like that. We didn't know they were worth money. But my thing is, personal items like an umbilical cord. I don't know why she kept that. I mean, she loved me, but that, she just was weird like that. She kept everything. And they're all missing. Not to say, well, some of them are found and the stamps are the only thing that's missing. Everything is missing from the wardrobe. Everything. What happened there? My mother was in this country. She gave an aunt of mine some personal items before she died. Her personal items. That can't be found either. They can't find it. The people who could give me answers about my father's estate, which is, I'm the only heir to it, his personal belongings, photos, letters he wrote to my mom when he was in the army. Anything, I can't get a hold of the people. Is that crazy or is that a reality? It is reality. How many coincidences here? That's what, again, I'm saying. How many coincidences here? How many things seems, too many coincidences is the word. I didn't make that up. I could be batshit crazy. I didn't make that up. That's real. This is the reason why they want me to look like batshit crazy, so people just write me off the page. They just write me off the page. My grandma she kept those stamps for years. She still has family, brothers and sisters. They're old, but they're alive. She's got nieces, nephews. She's got me. What happened? They're personal items of mine. That was in the wardrobe. It has my name on it, some certificates that I did some computer classes and I got them. They're mine. That's not stamps now. That's me. Has my freaking name on it. That's missing too. See, I didn't make that up. That's not crazy talking. That's a reality-based situation. That's not schizophrenia or bipolarism or drugs. That's reality, as I call it. It is missing. Can't find anybody. It's like the people don't exist. Reality. But you know, we're crazy. I'm sorry, this is lengthy. I just can't get over this. It's like it's just so much stuff happening around us. Like we're being bought and sold like cattle at an auction and we have no control over it. And we're being branded as crazy and stupid and bipolar and drugs and schizophrenia, and you know, they don't pay us any attention. They brand us off. Why? Just push a few buttons because they know how human beings normally react in a certain pattern, a certain way. There may be variations, but at the end of the day, it's all under the spectrum of you're having some kind of mental disorder, or you're using drugs, or both. And they know exactly what to say and what to do to program us. Like, for example, I get so mad with the hacking that I just, I scream. I can't take the pressure anymore. Should try having somebody sit on them for 24 hours a day and see how they would react. Now, everywhere I go, I think this is part of the reason why this is happening to make me move, because the neighbors can hear it and they think she's crazy or she's using drugs. This will be their proof, their evidence of there's some mental disorder here, or she's using drugs. However, it started in California. And not even then was I doing this, but it was bizarre behavior. I don't know why I was getting paranoid. I don't know. I was analyzing myself because I was highly paranoid, and I became paranoid for my business, my livelihood. And I don't know why I was so paranoid all of a sudden. And I had to move out. I had to move out. I don't know if I was, if what that was. What were they doing? I don't know. I used to leave my door open because I felt safe back in California. My door used to be open all the time. I lived in a cottage in the back of the yard that a lot of people who lived in the city did not even know that there was a big backyard with 2 cottages there. So we're safe. I lived there for 4.5 years. I used to leave my door open. No, just because my door is open, that doesn't give anyone the right to come in and mess with my stuff. That doesn't give anyone the right to come in and mess with my stuff. If you come into my house as a friend, or even if you come into my house to wait for me because you live right there, you had an open invitation to come and sit in my house, doesn't give you the right to mess with anything I eat or drink. What intention would they come into my house with? What intention would they come into my house with? Do they go into their family's home and mess with their food and drinks? Probably not. They have open invitations there too. I'm just saying. They come at me any day, I'll take them on in a court of law. Any day I'll take them on in a court of law. They don't want that though. They want to kill me. They want to try to kill me. So, anyway, it's a bit lengthy. I'll keep you posted.